how will they continue the practice after us, even if we have the masjid? And the same charity begins even at home. No matter how small is the child, when you pray, bring them closer. Let them get some ideas about it. When you come in public, people will see that, yes, this person, they have been nurturing that in Islam at home. No doubt about that. So that form is in place, and it is for you and me. That's why in Islam they say you must live every day as if it is your last. The Gone Friday, the Imam was just preaching about it. A young man who just walked to the store, he was feeling dizzy. I mean, he didn't know that he's sick or whatever. He fell off, lost consciousness, went into coma. He was then closer to God than whatever he imagined. He didn't survive. In Africa, we're going to attribute that to a whole lot of different things. That's the human aspect of us. So my brothers and sisters, see, the race is not to the swift, but the one who endures to the end. When we first got this masjid, there were other masjid around here that wanted us to be part of them. Most of the time they feel that the Africans, because we have receiving hand, will not be able to endure in this place for long. Maybe trying to test our faith, our Imam. But we have proven that we are not in this religion because of anybody, we are there because of ourselves. The Prophet said, everything he does in Islam, he wants a reward for it. And that's Al-Jannah. May Allah give us that Al-Jannah. So let us not sit down and let it happen by itself. It's not going to work that way. Every little action that you take towards the betterment of this masjid will go a long way. And our children will really learn from that. They will be grateful to you. The Imam has given his time. Sometimes I ask him, how do you manage? He's one person that I know that he knows how to manage time. Ever since this masjid been open, he managed to teach the kids here every Sunday. So I wonder how he does that. But he doesn't complain about it. And I know there are a lot of strong people here that can do similar things. They may not be preaching. They may be coming here to clean around the masjid. We see a refrigerator where somebody gave it to us. There are times people come here, they don't even want people to know that they are giving this one. You say the best sadaqah you can give is the one that you give with your right hand without the knowledge of the left hand. So when we are involved, believe me, we can move mountains. So I urge all of you and myself that let us tie our belt. It is a test for us now. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you think that you're going to gain Al-Jannah without going through the trial and tribulation that those that pass before you? It is our time of trial. Who knows? That is why we want to even make it better by having our own masjid. But we cannot do it by ourselves. Al-Haji was saying here today that you cannot live on one thing with your finger. You need your 2 fingers or more to live on something. That's why we need you. Don't just come here when it is baby need me. At least make it your business Friday to be here. Listen to the message. You see, one who does not go to prayer, especially come to Friday prayer, your heart gets solid. But when you come and listen to the preaching, the word of God is soft in your heart. And who among you would not want their heart to be soft? Being a Muslim will not be complete until you wish for your fellow Muslim what you wish for yourself. If I want to go to Al-Jannah, I will wish the same thing for you. And there's only one way we can do that, to be Muslim. Live the life that God has given to us. Use this world as a transit point. That's what I said at the beginning of my speech, that we are not human beings on a spiritual journey. We are spiritual beings on a human journey. Because this world will end. Our life on this earth will expire. And we'll one day meet our maker. And we'll be responsible to answer for everything. And the most difficult thing about it, Judgment Day, is that God is not going to ask you, Mr. Kamara, explain to me, like what we do here. Explain to me how you live your life. God is not going to ask you that. For every part of you that God has made, the way you use them will speak for themselves. Your hand will tell God how you use it. Your feet will tell God where it carry you. So please, let us come together. It's not about making a speech long. I'm not a good speaker. But believe me, it is a message that I have to give you, that unity should be used as our strength. But once we are divided, like in politics, most of the time you see those countries, the Western powers, the strong governments, they divide the people so that they go to rule them. It's no different from the masjid. If we are divided, we're not going to go anywhere. But once we come together, we work for the common good, we know that we are in it for a reason. Like Socrates said, know thyself. If you don't know yourself, you will not appreciate what you have. So we have to know ourselves, we have to know where we came from. And let us know that the journey that we're on is not by chance, it is by choice. This life that we live in is not by chance, it's by choice. The way we live, we lead our life. You can lead it to be better or worse based on your choices that you make in life. So please, this is your masjid. If you own something, what do you do with it? You want the best of it. So when you go to prove yourself, know that you have this masjid. What do you want to do with it? Do you want us to stay here for the rest of our life? Or you want us to get a new place where we can be proud of, in the community that we live, in the city that we live, that here we have our own African masjid. So that question I will leave that to you people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the strength and will for us to have our own masjid. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much. We will not be too long. I'm going to give the floor to Mr. Baba Makalo. We will also give the floor to Mr. Bamba Kone. We will give the floor to Mr. Bafal. And before we give them the floor, let me just brief you the plan we have. The place that we're about to purchase previously, the purchase price was $175,000. It's right here across the railroad. The place is big, but because of the economic, difficulty and what is going on now, for some reason they have come down on the price from 175. Now the purchase price is 145. Alhamdulillah. What we decided here as a plan, we identified 10 people. 10 people, and we requested from them to go after 10 other people. For example, the 10 people that the masjid identified, I was among the 10 people. And I'm going to give you the people on my list. You go after them on your own. You find them. They can be in Charlotte here, they can be in Greensboro, they can be in New York, they can be this is masjid. They can be anywhere. But it's going to be your responsibility to go after 10 men and make them to commit of paying 400. My list, for example, I have Mohammed Conte, Sam Sisse, Yusuf Dukle, Mustafa Jao, Mustafa Balo, Mohammed Keita, I'm sorry, Mohammed Meite, Abu Bakar Bangura, Alu, Saja, Mahmoud Sise, Papa Makalu, Sidiki Keita, Usman, Sumare, Sekou Jana, and Ami Sila. I went after them and I talked to them. I said, look, I have been requested from the masjid to go after 10 people. I even got 15 people. Go after them, talk to them nicely, tell them that this is our project. And that list, you will be in charge of that list. And make them to commit of paying 400. On one man list, we are expecting 4,400 plus yourself. 10 people plus yourself is going to be 11. My list, alhamdulillah, most of the people on my list here, they have paid. And Abdullah was one of the men, we requested from him to find 10 people. V was among them. We identified 10 people here. Today, I'm going to remind you of what Jesus, Nabi Isa, told his people. There was a time he couldn't find no one to believe in Allah. And he was lonely. Very, very lonely. He was confused. Then he went and he found a group of people. He told them, hey, you can read that in the surah. وَإِذْ قَالَ عِيسَى بْنُ مَرْيَمَ لِلْحَوَارِيِّينَ مَنْ أَنصَارِ إِلَى اللَّهِ قال الحواريون نحن أنصار الله فآمن الطائفة من بني إسرائيل وكفر الطائفة فأيدنا الذين آمنوا على عدوهم فأصبحوا ظاهرين. Nabi Isa alayhi wasalam, he went after those groups. He said, who can be the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That is a very strong word. Who can be the help of Allah? Can you refuse of being the help of Allah? Then you will be so ungrateful. If I come after you and asking you to please be the help of Allah, you should welcome that and embrace that. Don't turn your back on that. Because as Allah created you and He provided everything to you for free. Your breathing, your health, your vision. All that is for free. So, my dear brothers and sisters, this is the plan. We identified 10 people in this masjid, and the 10 people, they are working on it. My list is complete. I even went from 10 to 15. So, this is the plan. This is our purchasing plan of the masjid. If you see somebody going after you, requesting from you to please be a member of his list, he's not doing it on his own. This is the plan we think will help us to get the masjid. And I'm going to talk again. But for now, Baba is here, like I said. I know him very long time ago. I used to teach his children 8 years ago. And we have known one another more than 9 years. He's here, he is from Gambia. We're going to go after him. I'm not going after him. The masjid is not going after him. We are asking him, can he be a help to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Of course, he's not going to say no. We want him to identify 10 people or even more from Gambia. Identify them, go after them, make them to commit of paying 400. 400, sometimes when you talk about 400, people think, oh, this is too much. But it's not too much. Believe me, it's not too much. Think about it, how much we eat a year. When you go to file your taxes, your income tax, your accountant is telling you that the money you eat a year was $50,000. $50,000, your account is even negative. Your account is negative. They're telling you that your earning that year was $50,000. Where's the money? Where is the money? The money is nowhere to be found. So 400, believe me, it's not too much. It says I started paying 200, 200, 200, 200. Now I pay 1,200. I'm not going to even stop there. Each time Allah gave me more money, another day 100 I give. 100 I give. From 400 I pay 1,200. Let us pay. If you can't pay all 400 together, pay $100, $50. And one thing, before I gave them the list, those who live very far away from this masjid,